Hey guys, my fan is growling. It's not happy.
First, let's remove 6 screws on the back cover.
For this one, you're gonna need a long screw driver. Okay, just making sure that it's a same size screw. This part is done. For 2 screws here, at least for this type of fan, you're gonna need a screw bit that looks like this. Okay, so I just lift it up from the bottom, took the cover out. I'm gonna remove 4 more screws. These are black ones. Also, there are a couple screws here. Take that out. And that way you can pull this out. Now I'm at this is the bottom side. And if you look, if you rotate this, you'll see another screw here holding the fan blades. Whoops. This small black screw, they came out of, you got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 black screws that came out of there. These white ones came out of the center piece and they look like this. And then you want to pull the power cable out from here, and looks like this is a 2-piece that slides in right here. It goes right in there. Small white screws. So it's these. I took out 4 screws, Phillips head. That takes out the bottom support. So I'm taking out 4 Phillips screws from the bottom, and the last one, it's got this kind of a wire thing that is holding this. Last screw I have left. Okay. Push the lips out. Okay guys, I took out 3 of these. That's holding the motor. I took out 3. I'm gonna take out the last one here. So it's a bolt and a nut. Washer goes to the screw head side. Got 4 of these. Actually, inside is very clean, maybe because it was enclosed. I don't see much cleaning needed except maybe a little bit of dust on the side, so I'll just clean this a little bit on the side here. But I was mainly looking at any dust buildup. Well, hold on. Yeah, everything looks almost shiny clean.
I don't know what this part is called, but there's one at the top and one at the bottom. This is where the center metal rod on the fan is secured to, and this is where the fan mechanism is able to rotate freely. The top one accumulated so much dust inside this gap. I thought I could just, poke it out with the toothpick, but it was just going on forever. It was just incredible how much dust is compacted in there.
Look at the amount of dust that came out. Inside, there's still a lot of dust inside. I'm gonna take it outside and use a spray gun.
There was so much dust accumulated inside that it took several additional minutes of spraying to get all the dust out.
Look at all the dust that came out. I thought I got most of it out with the toothpick, but oh my goodness. I'm gonna put some dry lubricant in here. I don't think I want to put anything wet. That's gonna cause more collection.
The reason why I'm using this particular spray is because it's supposed to stop squeaks, and it doesn't collect dirt or dust, and it works on metal and plastic parts. Also, since I have everything disassembled, I cleaned off the dust wherever I saw them. I found reassembly steps to be a little bit more tricky than the disassembly. You can skip this section if you can reinstall all the parts back together and come back to the video when you get stuck.
We're gonna put this back. It's gonna take the screw and a little small nut. It's gonna take 4. So when you put this back, there's like a little bearing on this side. That's the one that's gonna face inward. Also, there's a washer. Remember, the washer goes on the screw head side. Okay, so the screw is gonna go in all the way to the other metal plate. Okay, one more to go on this corner. Next is you got 4 holes here, and those are the short Phillips screws. The only thing is, before you put the screw in, you got to put this in because that's the one that is holding this wire. So okay, now we're gonna put the base back on. Note the short gap here versus the bigger gap. So it's the short gap that's gonna go in there. But first we gotta run the wire through. You got actually a notch here, so we're gonna line up that notch. It's these, okay? A little bit longer. All right, so this side's gonna go in there, and you see that little screw hole, okay? So the screw is gonna go in there. So in fact, let me get it started in there. Okay. Just do a couple turns so the screw doesn't actually come out. This shield that's covering the wires inside, it's actually cut on 2 places. It looks like it's almost intentionally cut, but I don't think it is. So I'm gonna tape those. Okay, and then the wire actually goes inside. And then this thing here, you see this side, the tabs that are on the lower position. So this is what's gonna go underneath this fan blade. So you wanna lift it up, guide this in there. And this section here, this is where the wire is gonna be, okay? So we gotta position the wires inside here. See, before I screw this in, I'm gonna put this in here. You see, the screw holes gonna go that way. You wanna put this in and then slide that down like that. And I got these bunch of black screws with the kind of a flared out Phillips head. So So look at this. You want the wires to run inside. This one is sticking out. So let me see if I can, nope, I'll have to loosen this. Okay. All right, so you wanna get the wire inside this section in here. Okay, that's all in. Yeah, flip this around. Okay, so this one was a little bit tricky, even after watching the video. So you want the whole side to be away from the fan, okay? And you're gonna actually stick in this bottom part here underneath the fan. Okay, it might have been a little bit easier actually if you put this in before we put that on, okay? But it's already going, so I'm gonna continue. Okay, it's these two screws. Now we're gonna put the base back on. Note the short gap here versus the bigger gap. So it's the short gap that's gonna go in there. But first we gotta run the wire through. You got actually a notch here, so we're gonna line up that notch. Screws that came out of there is it's these, a little bit longer Phillips. So the wire's gonna come through the center, and then you got the male and female 4 joint. It locks in right here, 4 places. Okay, and this wire's gonna actually go through here, but we'll do that later. These 4 black screws with the big flare head came out of these 4 places where it's joining the 2 bottom piece. Okay, these white screws, they're a little bit fat compared to the other screws we've been using. They're gonna go in here. Now you wanna pull the wire out, right? And then you wanna run it through this slot here. And then you wanna latch it underneath this hook. And then go through here and then come around like this. All right. So the fan is running pretty quiet now. All right, let me put the cover back on and see how it goes. All right, final piece, the cover.